After the first few minutes, I liked our defense throughout, and that's what I was preaching the last 48 hours since Campbell. Go up 17 on Campbell, and we kind of took our foot off the pedal a little bit. And it was nice to see us come out in the second half and keep it going with some good stops and some big-time rebounds. I'm really, really excited where the rebounding is right now. I thought Josh Reeves' energy was unbelievable. He was all over the place. I thought Mike, once he got a little into the flow of the game, he had a really good second half. Did some really good. We got a lot of great contributions from everyone. I thought Tony Carr's leadership was great today as well. Fairleigh-Dickinson, I know Coach really well. He was the head coach at Cabrini when I was an assistant at Villanova. He always coaches his guys hard. They always compete hard. But I challenged our team, and they came out and they accepted that challenge.
What's it like to have a guy who takes so much joy in playing defense as Josh does? He just seems to really smile and all that sort of thing when he's
having a good time out there. He's not so caught up in it's funny, if you play defense and you rebound, the points follow. It's kind of ironic how that comes. But when you think the other way, when you're thinking about, I need to get 20 today and I need to score, well, guess what typically happens? Nothing good. Nothing good. You don't defend, you don't rebound, and you don't get your points. So he flips the script, but he's our second leading scorer right now because he defends, he rebounds, and he's having a great time doing it.
And the guys in here before said something to the akin to, you want to make it so teams don't want to play you. What does that mean? What are you getting at there?
I want us to have a killer instinct. I want us to have an assassin mentality of when you come in here, you're going to be fearful. That we're going to compete, and we're going to compete hard. We're big, we're strong, we're physical, we're tough, and we can just keep coming at you with different guys, and Satchel and Naz and Jamari who are up for the task. That's the type of team that I want to coach. That's the type of team that wins big in the Big Ten.
You had to bring the starters back in, I guess, once they got to 19 points, but to be able to get the run for the bench guys that you were able to get tonight, what does that, I guess, do for you guys moving forward?
You know what? It was the plan the whole time. Because I told them, I said, look, we need to start imposing our will. We need to start finishing out games. I mean, we need to be relentless in this approach every possession. And they knew I was going to put them back in. I probably put them in maybe a minute before I wanted to. I put them right back in, and they got right back on that, on the competing hard for every possession. And the bench players got quality minutes. They did some good things for us. It was nice to see Davis make a three out there. I thought Satchel gave us really good minutes in the first half. Did some good things. Obviously, Nazia getting 12. There's a lot of contributions.
Hi, Pat.
How you doing?
Good. How are you? What do you think of Tony's acclamation to kind of facilitating the offense, like you talked about being a leader out there? He had 7 assists tonight, I think. So how do you kind of evaluate his role in that regard?
Yeah, he's doing a really good job leading the team. I think he picks and chooses the time when he needs to score. I thought he facilitated the offense very well against changing defenses. I thought we had a good game plan. I feel like him and I are very connected right now as far as what we want to do, how we want to approach it. We're able to post him up a little bit. But, he's sharing the basketball at the right times. And it could have been better if we hit some open shots there, some in-rhythm open shots.
Coach, what do you think was the key defensively tonight? I mean, it seemed like you guys are forcing turnovers like crazy, and then you guys are passing the ball really well. What do you think the key was? Was it the 1-2-2 press, or was it something else?
The three-quarter court press for sure was very good. When Josh is on the top of that, his energy is outstanding. I thought Tony and Shep did a nice job not letting the ball get middle. We really were trapping at half court, inviting them into those traps. But again, if we can play with energy, if we can play hard, and we can play together and build that trust that I'm looking for, we got a very good defensive team.
5 of the team's first 7 made shots out of halftime were dunks. Was that kind of a planned thing? Like, we're guaranteed to make it if it's a dunk, or was it kind of just a byproduct of the struggle?
No, I wanted us to attack the paint, whether they're in man or their zone. I wanted us to put pressure on the paint, and defense leads to runouts, and runouts lead to dunks.
No fouls for Lamar tonight, and only 2 from Mike. Did you see the kind of that off-season mentality change start to manifest itself?
Yeah, I think Lamar focused on the defensive end. He had 7 rebounds. I thought he took very good, uncontested for the most part, in rhythm shots. And that's what he needs to do for us. Mike, 34 Holloway is good. He's a good basketball player. He could play I think he can play in the Big Ten for sure. He's very skilled. So for Mike to only have 2 fouls. But with the depth that I have at the 5, that helps too. So I can sit him when he gets 1 or 2, and we're not going to lose much. I mean, I thought Satchel gave us good minutes. I was protecting Julian because we got a big-time stretch coming up here with Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, and I want to make sure he's as fresh as can be with that knee.
Coach, what do you think? What did you see from Nazia Bostick offensively tonight? We all know how good he is defensively, but he got some big, tough buckets there down the stretch. What do you think he can do offensively, and how key can that be going forward for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, he's our 6th man. If he can come in and continue to put pressure on the paint and get to the basket and get to the free throw line, those minutes are going to always go up for him because he's a big body. He can defend and he can rebound. He's got a good understanding of what we're trying to do on the defensive end, so he's definitely going to be a plus for us. Cause he's 6'5". I mean, he's a thick kid, so that only helps when you're switching sometimes in our switching defense.
Coach, you guys had 23 turnovers.
Yeah.
You guys had 23 turnovers tonight. What do you think was the main reason for the sloppy play tonight?
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, 23 turnovers is too much. We got to clean that up, and we will. Sometimes when you're young, you want to do something fancy or something out of character, and we need a little bit more discipline in our life when it comes to 23 turnovers. But I'm going to focus on the positives. We turned them over 31, and we had 18 steals, which I think are both records here in the Bryce Jordan Center.
Sorry to focus on a negative. Well, it's not really a negative, but there was a time not so long ago where if Shep went 0 of 7, you're probably getting blown out, not the other way around. How good is it to have enough people that a guy can afford to have a poor shooting night and you're still able to do what you do?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting double digits from starters and Nazia Bostick, which is tremendous. That means we can share the ball. We had 17 assists, and Shep is going to be fine. Just press it a little bit and he'll be fine. But the fact that we're able to get Josh Reeves 17 and Mike 15, Lamar 12, Nazir 12, that shows our depth, and it shows that we can really share the ball, and at any given night someone can help us win a game.
Coach, so with Mike Watkins being this his first in-game action in some time, how do you feel his conditioning level was tonight, and do you expect to see him around that 20-minute mark for the season?
I thought it was good, but with the platoon I have at the 5 right now, 20 minutes is pretty solid for him. I think he can play at a very high level with the minutes that he'll get, and Satchel and Julian can take the other minutes. But yeah, he looked a little rusty. He dropped some passes that he normally catches, but he looked pretty good. He looked pretty good in the second half, and defensively we're that much better because he's such a great rim protector.